I think of the masculinization of black women from two angles. Yeah. And for me, the first angle is sort of like a trolling thing, like fluff. Like it's just made up of stupid reasons as to why some men view black women as masculine. Whether it has to do with skin tone, the way they think dark skin equals to masculine, or the way they talk about ethnic features and how they try to masculinize ethnic features, which is dumb. Also, another stupid reason is them saying successful women or women who have more money as inherently masculine just because she makes more money. And I feel like that is a self-own on its own. I mean, if you're intimidated by a woman just having more money than you, then I don't know what to tell you then. And I would definitely advise women not to get with men like that or even be around them, to be honest. Same with men who assume that because a woman speaks her mind or because she's confident or because she's assertive that she's masculine. And it just makes me realize that a lot of the way men expect you to be feminine boils down to being docile. Like they actually have no idea what femininity is either. Same way they don't have an idea what masculinity is. So most of what they attribute to femininity just boils down to you making yourself smaller, being docile. And that doesn't just work in the kind of world that we live in, because the reality of the world has no space for that. The world is a dark, horrifying place. Women get snatched off the streets every day. Women get unalived every day. Women get their innocence taken from them every day. Like, you literally cannot afford to be docile in this world. You literally can't. So that would be them basically leaving you out in the ocean with no life raft, with no way to save yourself. So if you're listening to these men telling you how to be feminine and all that, how would they know? Most of them don't even know how to be themselves, to be men. How are they telling you, a woman, how to be a woman? I think that's another topic for another day, but I mean, let's go on. The other part for me when it comes to the masculinization of black women is when I see some men try to talk about or correct some behavior that they don't like from black women. So immediately they see a black woman behaving badly, they immediately term her as masculine. For instance, behavioral traits like aggressiveness, being argumentative, being disagreeable, uncooperative, being combative. Those traits have nothing to do with femininity or masculinity. Those are just bad behavioral traits. So, them saying that woman is masculine for behaving this way, she's too loud, she's abrasive, she's this, she's that, she's controlling, those are bad behaviors. That doesn't equal to her behaving like a man or being masculine. Like I said, those are behavioral traits and they are undesirable in both genders, whether male or female. A man being abrasive, controlling, loud, belligerent, very argumentative, aggressive, would be seen as a bad thing. Same with a woman being all those things will be seen as a bad thing. Those traits don't make a man more masculine. Neither does it make a woman masculine. Those are just bad behavioral traits. So instead of them to be like, this woman is behaving badly, you need to change your behavior, you need to do better, or you need to go for therapy or something, they just look at her and be like, oh, those women are masculine. When we can all see and we all know that those traits are just behavioral traits. A woman behaving badly doesn't equal to her being masculine. And I see that a lot of times when people have these conversations, it's almost like they don't have the words to use to describe what exactly it is that they want to say, or they are being intentionally obtuse and just trying to insult you. The same way a lady would insult a man and call him sassy or feminine when he says something that she doesn't like. It's the same way a lot of men just throw that word masculine around to demean women or to bring you down a notch or something. Like I said before, most of these men making these broad generalizations and saying black women are masculine and all that, they have no idea what masculinity is. Neither do they have any idea what femininity is. At the end of the day, a lot of them are just trying to point out behaviors that they don't like in a woman they're trying to see, or women in general. And instead of them using other words to, I don't know, relay that, they just say masculine because it's I feel like it's the only way they know how to, I don't know, maybe express themselves. I mean, I'm taking the high road here. Or they're just like being stupid. So I feel like those are my feelings on the masculinization of black women. I just feel like black women should not play into it. And if you know that there are some behaviors that you exhibit that are bad behaviors, I mean, work on them. We're all growing every day. We're all learning every day. So work on yourself, get therapy, and do better. But apart from that, anything else when it comes to your skin tone or you being confident or you being successful, please don't mind these naysayers. Just let them fade into the background, please.